Mental health workshop is currently ongoing at the Lenana Hall. Let's take a listen.
Such that we continue implement the same programs and continue making positive outcomes. That is the whole scenario of that diagram, so to speak. Any question on this diagram? Very well. I think at this juncture, I would like to, maybe I'll have to consult Madam Grace, because the timeline shows that we should be in plenary discussion. Yes, we should be in plenary discussion. That should end at around 1 p.m. And there's lunch in between. Maybe I stand to be guided there as the MC. Please. Great. Thank you so much. I've been given go ahead.
Ongoing is the mental health workshop at the KICC, and we do have a team there that will be giving us more updates a little bit later today. The meeting is to discuss operationalization of the Kenya Mental Health Action Plan. That will be coming up a little bit later. Moving on, the church has urged the political class to maintain peace and tolerance as the country prepares for the August 9th general election. Metro Church International Bishop Dr. Mike Brown claimed a peaceful election will help to boost investor confidence and strengthen the local economy.
Metro Church Bishop Dr. Mike Brower noted that with peace, the country will have a fresh impetus to full recovery after the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Browan said the political class should spare the country unnecessary situations that could lead to disruptions in the economy.
Kwa hivyo ninaomba wanasiasa wanapoomba kura zao, tafadhali ninawaomba muombe kwa amani, kwa upendo. Hii watu ni familia moja. Baada ya uchaguzi lazima tutarudi kwa maisha yetu ya kawaida.
Speaking in Nakuru County after presiding over interdenominational prayers for peace in the country, Dr. Brown said irresponsible political utterances and violence that comes with it is counterproductive to business activities and the growth of the economy.
Kwa hivyo si vyema kwa kupiganisha watu. Kama unaenda kwa mkutano wa mwenzako kuleta shida, ni afadhali usiende kuliko uende na ukalete fujo. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba amani katika uchaguzi.
His sentiments were echoed by Pastor Peace Angel, who appealed to the youth to guard against being used by unscrupulous politicians to cause chaos.
Moving on, Maendeleo ya Wanawake organization is rooting for Kenyans to vote in Azimio Oka presidential candidate Raila Odinga for continuity in development programs. The organization's national chairperson, Rehab Muyu, claims there are many development programs initiated by the President Uhuru Kenyatta, and it is only Raila Odinga who can guarantee continuity of such projects.
We have said there is really nothing wrong with electronic identification of voters. That is the way to go. We would want electronic voter identification because it minimizes theft of votes. But previously we have seen cases where the system has failed and it has been consistent, and we have our feelings and we fear, we have a concern that it may not be different. So if we go to the polling stations, our polling stations on 9th of August, and then the machines fail to work, then what do you do? That is what we are asking Chebukati. How can you tell us that there will be no manual identification of voters, yet you know very well that your systems have failed?
First, let me congratulate you. You are doing a wonderful job.
Last break, but we'll be back with so much more just here on KBC Lunchtime News. Do keep it here.
Tiffany, can you put your phone and your ego aside for a minute?
No, I definitely don't want to.
Tea will be ready in 3 minutes.
The gas cooker is not even late.
Oh.
Sweet home.
I mean, why did we even move back here?
Kathy wants us to bond.
Bond?
Cook. Nikipikia tao.
I just wish he was a bit more ambitious.
He is.
Don't be sarcastic.
He wants what you have.
You're not so smart after all, are you?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Atakangi kwa metoka getu. Kwa demi yangu manzi.
Unaona ukiafford sister yangu.
Come out. Tiffany yako wapi?
Madam sijamuonaga.
All right, let me check in the backyard.
Utachelewa na kazi.
I could get you fired.
Same old Kathy, I guess.
Usalama ni kitovu cha maendeleo, na Rais Uhuru Kenyatta amehakikisha kuwa usalama wa taifa hili umepewa kipaumbele.
I therefore made security a top priority because I know that without a secure environment, no life can flourish and no enterprise can thrive.
The government has invested heavily in creating special security teams or special operation groups within the police service, specially trained and prepared for various purposes.
We have what we never used to have. So the president personally has ensured and supervised at this National Forensic Club we have today.
Wait, are you guys serious?
Do I look like I am smiling? Am I smiling? Eh? Do you think that it is going to buy an open bottle?
Who told you I had intentions of buying such for my queen?
Very last warning. Don't you ever call my brother a fake millionaire. Kayonga mutu saizi.
Wachana na yeye. The fact remains that I have made 2 million and I am a 2 millionaire rich.
Wewe fuga mdomo. Kwapa wewe.
Kinyandui, what is your problem?
Don't talk to me.
Yani, you mean this classroom is now a bag? I'm missing something. Achito, why can't you just tell the truth?
Because sometimes the truth is very painful.
Welcome back. Now moving on, Meru County has rolled out phase 3 of Kazi Mtaani, a program which is aimed at benefiting 6,844 vulnerable youth, together with 230 supervisors from the whole county. According to Meru County Commissioner Fred Ndunga, payments will be done through M-Pesa service, noting that workers will be getting 455 shillings, while the supervisors will be getting 505 per day.
The Meru County Commissioner Fred Ndunga said for a man to be in the program, he must be between 18 and 35 years old, while for women there is no age limit. This is because of those who might be widows or single mothers. The program will also benefit the youth who have no jobs to enable them to put food on the table.
Wanaume ni miaka 18 hadi 35, yani vijana. Lakini kwa upande wa kina mama tumechukua miaka yote, kwa sababu kuna kina mama wengine ambao wamepita hicho kiwango cha ujana, lakini wako na majukumu makubwa, na hivyo bado pia hawana chochote cha kujishika nacho. Wengine ni wajane, wengine ni single mothers, wengine ni wale wamepewa majukumu na jamii lakini hawana uwezo. Kwa hivyo upande wa kina mama hatuna age limit.
The age bracket, however, did not favor the likes of Martin Mwenda, who was denied a chance due to his age. Mwenda says the government needs to review the age limit for men, saying both men and women should be treated equally.
Nilikuwa nakuja kutafuta kibarua na miaka yangu imenikataa, lakini kwa wanaume ndio wanakataliwa. Sijui ni kwa nini. Aswa wao wanafaa ndio kichwa ya mboma. So sijui kwa nini sisi miaka yetu nakataliwa, na wanawake wanaambiwa hawana miaka, hata wakikuja wa miaka 50 watapewa kibarua. So hapa tunakuja kuhaso kibarua, sisi ni watu wa ghetto, so sijakasirika, lakini hata hivyo serikali imeonelea vizuri. Wanataka miaka 18 to 35 na nilikuwa nimeapply, na ukiona mtu ana-apply kazi kama hii si ati yako na otherwise.
Those who presented themselves for vetting at the Assistant County Commissioner offices appreciated the move by the government, saying it was a big boost for them as the program will enable them to earn money, adding that they would like the program to continue even after the general elections.
Na hii kazi imetusaidia sana kama sisi kama youths, itatutunza tu kimaisha, inatuelimisha. On the other side, saa hii kazi hazipatikani, lakini on my side saa hii kazi iko sawa kabisa kupitia hii ya kazi mtaani.
Pauline Nasimiu for Lunchtime News.
Meanwhile, a modern library has been launched in Wamunyu area of Mwala sub-county in Machakos. The one-of-a-kind community-based library is open to members of the public and has the capacity to serve over 18,000 learners. Kenya Connect, a non-profit organization, launched the library that is stocked with over 30,000 varieties of books. The facility is currently handling 63 public schools in the area, among them 51 primary and 12 secondary schools. The facility's pioneer and Kenya's Executive Director of Connect, James Musyoka, said building the 32.5 million shillings worth facility was realized in partnership with various donors and well-wishers from all over the world. The Vice Chancellor of Southeastern Kenya University, Professor Geoffrey Muluvi, who was a guest speaker, said the university was equally collaborating with the organization in a joint venture to stimulate more learning in the area.
A modern library with a collection of 30,000 books, which range from PP1 up to university. So we have books, a wide collection of books for all different levels of learners. And within this building, we also have another space we are calling the maker space. The maker space is equipped with the resources to help kids and learners create things, make the world real.
I encourage you all to have your children read because it will spark their curiosity and creativity, and they'll be the future leaders of Kenya and the future leaders of the world.
And the judiciary has launched a new system in their judicial system dubbed court-annexed mediation. Civil cases pending in court will be channeled to the new system in a bid to ease the pending cases. The program will reduce time consumed to adjudicate cases and hopefully ease the backlog of cases.
Justice George Odunga, who is the chairman of the mediation panel in the judicial system, oversaw the launch. The judge urged the magistrates to work together and allocate those cases that require mediators accredited by the task force to take up the matters.
Have a problem with your brother? Go and talk to your brother first. If it doesn't work, get somebody, a third person, to also listen to your problem and see whether you can sort it at that particular level.
Some political cases can also be handled through mediation.
So there are matters which you can go for mediation, some cannot go for mediation, and we expect the judiciary to assist us in referring some of these matters to mediation.
Kiambu High Court Judge Mary Kasango said most of the cases in Kiambu are land-related disputes, succession, and marital cases that can be solved through the mediation process, which is faster.
Mediation and litigations are twins, yet they are not identical. They are twins in the sense that they are there to resolve dispute, but that's where the similarity ends. Where mediation is successful, it saves money, and we had that this afternoon, and it helps to widen the access to justice.
Her counterpart, Thika Law Court Chief Magistrate Stella Atambo, said the court-annexed mediation provides a faster option and will end up helping more Kenyans access justice. The Office of the ODPP assured of policies that will enhance the mediation process, which will also ease congestion of petty offenders in Kenyan prisons.
Modern day criminal law practice has shifted from this approach, instead focusing on restitution, restoration, and reintegration.
Edwin Austin for Lunchtime News.
It was a sigh of relief for widows in Kakamega County after they received support from a non-governmental organization, Kakamega County Widows Empowerment Project. The organization is also empowering the widows to be champions against gender-based violence.
60 widows across Shinyalu constituency, selected from 60 groups formed by widows, women and people with disability, were given certificates after undergoing training to be gender-based violence champions. The group's task will be to expose any form of sexual and gender-based violence and engage community members through civic education.
We've also been on the front line championing on issues of gender-based violence. As you have seen the functions today, we have awarded certificate, case swap has awarded certificates to women who have been trained on how they can address issues of GBV. And I'm glad as an organization we've been at the front line in support with the AMREF, county government and other organizations to ensure that the county government of Kakamega has a policy that addresses GBV in place.
The project coordinator for GBV at Kakamega County Widows Empowerment Project, Violet Sakwa, says the organization, through its partnership with Proto Energy, has distributed 30 liquefied petroleum gas cylinders to the widows in an ongoing initiative to support them with a clean source of fuel free of charge.
We offer them the free cooking gas as a whole set because we partner with Proto Energy, and with that we ensure that our women conserve the environment.
Kakamega County Coordinator of Reproductive Health, Imelda Barasa, urged widows to resist any form of sexual harassment and to report to relevant authorities.
That is sexual harassment, indecent act. Anaongea hiyo inaitwa tabia mbaya. Na hiyo kitu kama hiyo usicheke tu na unawacha. Kuwa serious, ajue ya kwamba mwambie nitakushtaki. Mwambie nitakushtaki na utafungwa for 3 years.
At the same time, youth and gender advocate Victoria Zila Ongai urged women to go for cervical cancer screening, where youth leaders, stakeholders will support them to access medication.
And I'm glad that we are also doing a cancer screening that is being done by the county government that is ongoing. And my organization has been at the front line supporting those battling cancer, creating awareness on cancer so that people can be screened earlier and be able to access treatment. And even today, during this screening, all positive cases that might come out, we will endeavor to support them by paying their NHIF cover to ensure that they are able to access medication.
Weekly Focus for Lunchtime News.
And the Maendeleo ya Wanawake organization is rooting for Kenyans to vote in Azimio Oka presidential candidate Raila Odinga for continuity in development programs. The organization national chairperson Rehab Muyu claims there are many development programs initiated by the President Uhuru Kenyatta, and it is only Raila Odinga who can guarantee continuity of such projects.
Speaking in Thika, Kiambu County, Mayo National Chairperson Rahab Muyo told women to rally behind the leadership of women as they have proven to be trusted.
Kuomba tupate mother for the sake of it, because we have problems as women of this country. Mungu anataka kutusaidia familia za Kenya. Ndio ametupa huyu baba na ametupa huyu mama.
Muya lauding Raila Odinga for selecting a woman to deputize him, saying the gesture is indeed an accomplishment for women.
Na kazi kubwa sana imefanywa na Rais Kenyatta. Serikali yake inafanya infrastructure. Mimi huenda na barabara. Amefanya a lot of development. And the only way we say thank you ni apatie mtu ambaye wanaheshimiana serikali mwezi ya 9.
Sentiments supported by other leaders present who call on women to rally behind Raila Odinga.
Na mama wamesema kutoka wewe mtoto wako awe kwa tumbo, kutakuwa na ile kadi ya NHIF. Unaenda maternity kama vile ilivyo, unazaa, unaenda nyumbani bila kuulizwa pesa yoyote. Hiyo mother amesema Yeye anajua kotini ni wapi, atavaa ile nguo yake ya koti, akupeleke huko na ufungwe asubuhi.
Meanwhile, elders in Samburu East have endorsed Robert Lemerko of Labour Party as their preferred candidate. Lemerko, who applauded the gesture, prioritized food security in his agenda to ensure peace is realized in the restive county.
A 10,000 Samburu Women Assembly. In this 10,000 Women Assembly, we are focusing the empowerment of a Samburu woman.
Ukweli sisi tumebariki huyu kijana kwa sababu tunamtakia yeye awe na hiyo madaraka kwa sababu anaweza kuletea sisi mabadiliko fulani.
Ruth Wamboy for Lunchtime News.
A 4-year-old boy has been admitted to a city hospital in serious condition after he was sexually molested by his mother's alleged boyfriend. According to the police, the class teacher to the PP1 pupil reported the incident after noticing the child had difficulties in walking. The mother and the alleged boyfriend have since been arrested.
PP1 child is admitted to hospital after allegedly being sexually molested by his mother's boyfriend. According to the police, the boy narrated to his teacher how his mother's boyfriend, a boda rider, would engage him in the unnatural act after beating him up whenever his mother was away. Police officers based at Parkland Police Station arrested the child's mother, Irene Duko, and her alleged boyfriend, Samuel Agesa. The two are currently in custody at Parklands Police Station as detectives finalize their investigation and drafting of appropriate charges to have them arraigned in court.
Moving on, the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention has stated that Africa should be first in line for monkeypox vaccine supplies. The infectious viral disease is spreading to non-endemic countries on the continent, bringing the total number of countries to 15.
Common symptoms of the disease that have been realized in patients include sore muscles, fever, headache, and a bumpy rash. Scientists are still unsure what is causing its unusual spread, as it has spread to 15 countries so far. Elsewhere, 2 Al-Shabaab militants have been killed and 4 others arrested during a sting operation that was conducted in southern Somalia overnight. The Somali National Army elite forces told the Somali news agency that they destroyed Al-Shabaab vehicles and improvised explosive devices which were used by the terrorist group to stage attacks. Efinyakiri for Lunchtime News.
And it is time now to get sporty. World Soccer governing body
6-month squad for this year's
6-month squads for this year's World Cup in Qatar. Meanwhile, Newcastle United have signed England goalkeeper Nick Pope from relegated Burnley for an undisclosed fee.
6-month squad for this year's World Cup in Qatar. The move is in line with the recent national competition and is an expansion of the 23-man squads that had been used before the coronavirus pandemic. FIFA also said up to 15 substitutes can be named for the game, meaning no player misses out. The deadline for all 32 countries competing to submit their final squads is 20th October, 30 days before the first game between Senegal and Netherlands at the Al Thumama Stadium. Meanwhile, Newcastle United have signed England goalkeeper Nick Pope from relegated Burnley for an undisclosed fee. Pope agreed a 4-year contract with the Eddie Howe side after passing a medical at Tyneside. The 30-year-old, who has 8 England caps, established himself as one of his country's top keepers during the 141 league appearance for the Clarets. For Sports News, I'm Dion Mogire.
In the same breath, we are following up on the World Championships Commonwealth trials that are ongoing at the Moi International Sports Center, and we'll be giving you an update on that. That's all the time we had this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to KBC Channel 1 Lunchtime News. I am Nissy Imano. Lucy Mora has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
you guys serious?
Do I look like I am smiling? Am I smiling, eh? Do you think that it is going to buy an open bottle?
Who told you I had intentions of buying such for my queen?
Very last warning. Don't you ever call my brother a fake millionaire. Kayonga mutu saizi.
Wachana na yeye. The fact remains that I have made 2 million and I am a 2 millionaire rich.
Wewe fuga mudomo. Makwapa wewe.
Kinyandui, what is your problem?
Don't talk to me.
Yani, you mean this classroom is now a bank? I'm missing something. Achito, why can't you just tell the truth?
Because sometimes the truth is very painful.
Angalia pala. Pita,